If you got a couple $100,000 saved up and you're looking to do a flip, I'm going to show you in this video how, instead of making 50K on one flip, how you can make 250K on 5 flips. So let's say you've saved up $180,000 over the last couple years in cash and you want to put it into your next flip. There's two options that you have. One is you use it all, just cash, right? Or you could use other people's money and make 5 times more money. So let's say you have $180,000 saved up in cash and you want to put that all into your next flip. You find a property that's worth $140,000 on the purchase price. You think it's going to take about $40,000 to repair the property, and you estimate that you're going to sell the property for about $260,000 once it's completed with all the renovations done. So here's how it breaks down if you just did it with all cash or if you use other people's money. With cash, right, you use $140,000 to purchase the property and you got $40,000 in renovations cost, $180,000 all in. Now, we assume about $20,000 in costs and fees, right? So like realtor fees, appraisal fees, title, escrow, and recording fees, roughly about $20,000, right? So total cost of the project, about $200,000. So if you sell it at $260,000, your profit is about $60,000. If you put in $180,000 of your own cash and you made $60,000, that's only about a 32% return on your investment. If you use other people's money, here's how the numbers break down. So if you do the same deal with other people's money and you get a fix and flip loan, like if you would if you worked with us, we can lend up to 80% of the purchase price and 100% of the renovation costs. So 80% of a $140,000 purchase price is a $112,000 loan amount on the purchase. So you only need to come up with $28,000 for the down payment, as opposed to coming up with $140,000 for the down payment, right? And we're gonna fund 100% of the renovation costs. So we'll finance that $40,000 in renovation costs. So that's a total loan amount of about $152,000 on $180,000 in total project costs. Right now, you're only in the deal for $28,000. Now, you have to account for those $20,000 in fees that we talked about in the last scenario, right? Title fees, escrow fees, recording fees, real estate broker fees, right? $20,000 there, right? Now, you also have to account for interest and origination fees, right? So the average interest rate on a fix and flip loan in these days is about 10 to 12%, right? So let's assume it's 11%, okay? And let's assume you're paying 2% origination fee. Your total cost is about $209,000. So your profit, instead of it being $60,000 with cash, it's really like $50,000 if you use other people's money, right? On this particular deal, you might make overall $9,000 less in total profit, but your return on the cash used is 4 times greater because you're only in the deal, after the down payment, the origination fees, and the interest payments monthly. Your total dollar amount in the deal is about $37,000 as opposed to $180,000, right? So when you profit 50K on, $37,000, that's like 112% return on investment, right? As opposed to a 32% return on investment if you used all cash. Now, you're probably wondering, Johnny, how am I going to make 5 times more money like you said at the beginning of this video? Well, here's how you do it, right? You saved up $180,000 in cash. And if you just use cash, you could only flip one property and only make $60,000. But if you take that $180,000 and you divide it up across 5 different fix and flips, if you get a loan from us, you can make 5 times more money, right? Because if you get a fix and flip loan at 80% of the purchase price that we lend and 100% of the rehab cost financed, guess what? You're only putting $28,000 down. So what's $28,000 times 5? Right? That's about like $130,000, $140,000. I don't know the math exactly, but you get the point. You can flip 5 properties with the same money that you used to flip 1 property. 5 flips of $50,000 of profit, that's $250,000 worth of profit that you can make with that same $180,000. That's exactly how you can make 5 times more money on flips using other people's money. If you need help getting set up with a fix and flip loan, you're not sure how they work or how to get qualified, you can reach out to us directly at the number below and the link in the description. We'd be happy to help you, get set up with your fix and flip loan and be your long-term financing partner. We have our own fix and flip loans and we deal with lenders and investors all day long. We know the market. So when you come to us, based on your situation, based on your credit score, based on your experience. We can make a quick decision for you to get approved and get you financed as quick as possible.
Raz It Up!